Ever wondered how to make a delicious Mediterranean salmon pesto pasta at home? This dish, hailing from the sun-drenched shores of the Mediterranean, boasts an unparalleled melding of flavors, from fresh salmon to aromatic pesto. Stay tuned for an easy step-by-step recipe to create this delightful dish at home. Begin by gathering all the necessary ingredients. At the heart of our Mediterranean salmon pesto pasta are three key components: fresh salmon, pasta, and pesto. The fresher the salmon, the more succulent and flavorful your dish will be. The pasta, preferably a type that holds sauce well like fusilli or penne, forms the comforting base of our dish. And the pesto, a vibrant mixture of basil, pine nuts, garlic, and parmesan, brings a punch of flavor that ties everything together. Now let's not forget the supporting cast, a good glug of olive oil to sauté our garlic and cherry tomatoes. The garlic adds a warm, savory depth, while the cherry tomatoes, preferably on the vine for that extra bit of freshness, burst with sweetness and acidity, and finally a generous sprinkle of Parmesan cheese for that irresistible umami finish. Once you have all your ingredients ready, you're set to start cooking. Start by cooking your pasta as per the package instructions. Bring a large pot of water to a rolling boil. As the water bubbles, add a generous pinch of salt. This is your chance to season the pasta from the inside out, giving it a depth of flavor that will carry through to the finished dish. Once the water is salted, add your pasta. Stir it occasionally to prevent sticking and ensure even cooking. Now let's shift our focus to the salmon. Start by patting the fillets dry with a paper towel. This will help you get that crispy golden brown sear that's a signature of well-cooked salmon. Then, season the salmon generously with salt and pepper. This simple seasoning will enhance the natural flavor of the fish, making it a star player in our dish. Heat a drizzle of olive oil in a non-stick pan over medium-high heat. Once the oil is shimmering, lay the salmon fillets in the pan, skin side down. Cook them for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. You're looking for a golden crust and a slightly translucent center. That's when you know your salmon is perfectly cooked. With your pasta cooked and salmon seared, you're halfway through the recipe. Now comes the fun part, assembling your Mediterranean salmon pesto pasta. First, let's get our pan nice and hot. Pour in a generous glug of olive oil. Once it's shimmering, add in some thinly sliced garlic. It's important to keep the heat at medium. We don't want the garlic to burn, just to infuse the oil with its rich aromatic flavor. Once your kitchen starts to smell like a rustic Italian eatery, it's time to throw in the cherry tomatoes. Watch as their skins blister and pop, releasing their sweet, tangy juices into the mix. This builds a beautiful base for our pesto sauce. Speaking of which, it's now time to add in the star of our dish, the pesto. Stir it in, watching as it melds with the garlic-infused oil and tomato juices to create a vibrant, herbaceous sauce. Give it a minute or two for the flavors to meld together. Next, we're going to reincorporate our cooked pasta into the pan. Toss it around, making sure every strand is coated in our delectable pesto sauce. The pasta should absorb some of the sauce, becoming a part of the flavor symphony we're orchestrating here. Finally, let's not forget about our beautifully seared salmon. Place it atop the pasta, letting the fish's natural oils seep into the dish. This adds an extra layer of richness that'll make your taste buds sing. To finish, sprinkle a generous helping of Parmesan cheese over the dish. This gives it a wonderful salty kick, and who doesn't love a bit of cheese, right? And there you have it, a delicious Mediterranean salmon pesto pasta right from your kitchen. Let's quickly recap the process to ensure you've got it all. We started with fresh salmon and pasta, seasoned them and set them to cook. While those were on the stove, we made a vibrant pesto using fresh basil, pine nuts, garlic, and olive oil. Once everything was ready, we combined the pasta and pesto, then topped it with our beautifully cooked salmon. And there you have it, a simple yet flavorful meal. With these steps, you can create a delightful Mediterranean salmon pesto pasta. Happy cooking!